Hey everyone, it's Amber coming to you live with vlog number 2, Becoming a Triathlete. So last week was a great week. I had 2 personal records. I ran 2 miles. I've never run 2 miles nonstop before in my life. In my 28 years of living on this earth. So I'm super excited about that. And then I also swam 250 meters nonstop, which is also a first. Normally I can swim maybe a lap, which is in a 25-meter pool down and back, so 50, without stopping. But usually by the end of that, I am dead. But last week, with my goal of swimming the swim and biking the bike and running the whole run, I was able to get halfway there for the swim and more than halfway there for the run. Not too worried about the biking part. I think I can handle that. So last week's workouts were dedicated to my soror Jonelle, so hopefully she's proud of her soror that I persevered and pushed through. Unfortunately, this week I'm in recovery mode. I had an asthma attack last Friday. I have allergy-induced asthma, and it is never an excuse to me to not work out, to not be exercising, to not be active. But it is always something that you have to pay attention to. And unfortunately, I probably had a couple signs last week that I didn't pay attention to. And I was so excited about running and swimming and biking that I wasn't paying attention to what my body was telling me, which was, Heifer, we can't breathe. Or we're not breathing right. And your allergies are all jacked up. So my body does what it does best. Well, did what it does best when I don't listen to it, which is shut down. So we're not dedicating our workouts to anyone this week, but we are reminding ourselves, and I use we in the new sense of the word, that you have to take care of yourself. You have to listen to your body. So I have asthma. I have allergy-induced asthma. I've had it since 2004. And I remember back to when I was first diagnosed, and I was in the hospital and at patient first almost every single week. And then it just kind of stopped. I would have little flare-ups here and there. And usually I was pretty good about catching it. This time, I really played around with it a little too much. I got sick at work and had to go to the ER. And at one point, I really wasn't breathing well, which was really scary. It was really, really scary. And my ego almost got me killed. Very close, very close. I think I actually scared the EMT at one point. You don't want to do that. You don't want to scare the EMT. This is the person that's supposed to make sure you make it. He was nervous. So, lesson learned. So, this week we are dedicating our non workouts to recovery and paying attention to what our body is telling us. So, I'm taking my meds, all my meds, even the prednisone, which I hate. Oh, someone's calling me. My phone never rings. And I'm such a geek, I know. Taking the prednisone and doing my nebulizer treatments every 4 hours and keeping an unexpired inhaler on call. That's the big thing. Why did I have an expired inhaler? Come on, Amber. This is arithmetic. It ain't calculus. It's not multivariable calculus. It's basic 101 asthmatic, and pollen is ridiculous outside. So anyway, we're not running this week, but we are still researching. We are still looking for donations. So thank you to everyone who's donated last week. Really, really exciting. I got a couple big donations, and hopefully you guys continue to give. Hopefully next week I'll be able to come to you with some great new records or improvements or new information. I'm just really, really excited about training for this. And I want you guys to know there's some people who think just because you have asthma or just because you have cancer, leukemia, or just because you're missing a limb that you are crippled or handicapped. It's a disease, it's a malfunction, it's a something that you have to work around, but it isn't a point where you can't continue to move. So for those of you with asthma who wonder if you can do it, check with your doctor. Your doctor says you're good to run, you're good to swim, you're good to bike. Start small and work your way up, but don't let anyone tell you you can't just because you have leukemia, because you have lymphoma, because you have thyroid cancer, because you have asthma. Those things aren't descriptors of you. Those are just ailments that continue to make who you are. So hopefully this is kind of inspiring to anyone who is interested in doing a triathlon. I think this is my longest vlog ever. I'm only done two, so of course it's the longest vlog ever. But really excited, looking forward to next week. It's about that time. It's been about 6 hours since my last nap treatment. And I'm starting to here's the cough. Starting to lose my breath a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna shut up now. And I'll see you guys next week. Please don't forget to make a donation. Be one of my 100. I'm still running, and I'm still gonna bike, and I'm still gonna swim. I might run a little slower than I wanted to. I might bike a little slower than I wanted to, and I might swim a little slower than I wanted to. But this triathlon is something that I said I would do in January, and I ain't giving up on it. So don't you give up on me. What you can do is give me your dollars. Give me your money. All right, you guys. I'll holler at you next week. And that's it. Deuces.